Treat me like a fool, treat me mean and cruel, but you love me, will you love me? Break my faithful heart, tear it all apart.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our Harvest of Harmony. Tonight we celebrate the 60th anniversary of our Stevens Point chapter of the Barbershop Harmony Society, a history that spans more than 3 generations of singers. We'll be sharing with you a few significant moments in our history as the evening goes on. But for now, please welcome, under the direction of John Lay, the Northern Gateway Chorus.
Rose time, sweet rose time, meet me in rose time, rose. Rosy and wise, gaze in my eyes, can't you see the love light gleam? But you know it's true, day and night of you, my love, I'm dreaming. And when the fragrant roses are in bloom, I'll take you, dearie, on our honeymoon. Meet me time, Rosie, meet me in rose time, rose. True love is always cozy, each little rosebud knows. Don't keep me waiting, Rosie, put on your wedding clothes. Meet me in rose time, dear sweet propose time. Meet me in rose time, rose. When we are married, Rosie, then can the daisies tell how we will live so cozy in the cottage by the wishing well. So don't keep me waiting, Rosie, put on your wedding clothes. Meet me in rose time, dear sweet propose time, meet me in rose time, Rosie. I'm ready for our wedding day, our wedding day. I'm ready for that wedding day.
Our next song was popularized by a little-known artist in the 1950s. You may have heard of him, Elvis Presley.
My broken heart, you tore it apart, now I don't feel right. Help me, baby, my baby, you'll give me some love tonight. Treat me like a fool, treat me mean If you ever go, darling, I'll be so lonely. I'll be so lonely. I'll be sad and blue, crying over you, dear old you. Oh, yeah, balloon. I will beg and steal, you know that I'll beg. I'm gonna keep begging and stealing. I'll always be needing to feel. I gotta keep feeling it, baby, I'm kneeling. So don't be delaying your heart. I need your heart. Oh, I need your loving heart. Close to mine, even so close to mine. Well, if you ever go, baby, don't go. Don't you know that I'll be ever so lonely. I'll be ever so lonely, begging on my knees. All I ask is please love me. Baby, oh, please
Our chapter story begins in 1951, when 15 singers met at the American Legion Clubhouse here in Stevens Point in response to an invitation mailed by Leo Fobart. At that meeting, Carmen Lane was elected musical director of the group by acclamation. 2 years later, on July 7th, 1953, the Stevens Point Group received its charter from international headquarters, becoming an official chapter of the Society for the Preservation and Encouragement of Barbershop Quartet Singing in America, Incorporated. We'll have more history for you in a few minutes, but now back to the Northern Gateway Chorus.
You know what it means to miss New Orleans and miss it each night and day. I know I'm not wrong, the feeling's getting stronger the longer I stay away. Miss the moss-covered vines, the tall sugar pines, where mockingbirds used to sing. And I like to see the lazy Mississippi hurrying into spring. The moonlight on the bayou, a Creole tune, a tune that fills the air. I dream about magnolias in June, and soon I'm wishing that I was there. Do you know what it means to miss New Orleans, when that's where you left your heart? And there's something more, I miss the one I care for.
We are very fortunate to have a number of organized quartets in our chapter. We'd like you to meet one of them right now. Please welcome Regal Blend.
In 1492, 3 ships sailed out to sea, the Nina and the Pinta and the Santa Maria. And as they sailed the stormy sea on that historic day, from way up in the crow's nest you could hear Luigi say, "Please, Mr. Columbus, turn the ship around. Take me back, I want to feel my 2 feet on the ground. Why, you tell Isabella that the world is round. Please, Mr. Columbus, turn the ship around." But Chris took out his mandolin and he began to play. They sang and danced the tarantella until the break of day. They ate up all the provolone and drank up all the wine. But still up in the crow's nest you could hear Luigi cry. "Please, Mr. Columbus, turn the ship around. Take me back, I want to feel my 2 feet on the ground. Why, you tell Isabella that the world is round. Please, Mr. Columbus, turn the ship around, around." And then one day they sighted land just off the starboard bow. Columbus said, "I told you so, our journey's over now."
Then Luigi saw the Indians gathered on the shore. So he said, "For pizza's sake, I'm gonna ask you just once more.
"Oh, please, Mr. Columbus, turn the ship around. The Indians look menacing, they mean to hold their ground. So if we land there on the sand, they'll boil us pound for pound. Please, Mr. Columbus, turn the ship around." "All right, I'm chicken, but please turn this ship around, around, turn it around."
As singers, our chorus has occasionally had the good fortune of encountering a piece of music that becomes an instant favorite for us. We'd like to present one such song to you now, and we hope that you will enjoy it as much as we do.
Standing here today, I see you come my way. You give your hand to me, and then you say hello. And I can hardly speak. chance go by, the chance that you might have loved me true. Love me true, you give your hand. And then you say goodbye. I watch you walk away beside the lucky God.
Childhood has always held a special magic as we remember the years of our youth. Nostalgia for that simpler time can sometimes be bittersweet, as is shown in this next song, The Little Boy.
Where did the time go? Isn't it strange? Memories of mine glow, but all things must change. I knew a boy, a little boy, a long, long time ago. His eyes were bright, his step was light, his heart was all aglow. And though his world was young and gay, a magic carousel, and all the happy games he played, I still recall so well. There came a time we said goodbye. We've been apart since then. No one knows as well as I. He won't be back again. And though I search around the world until eternity, I'll never find that little boy. He meant so much to me.
After 26 years of holding weekly rehearsals and afterglows at various locations throughout the area, the Stevens Point chapter purchased land and constructed its own clubhouse in 1977. Harmony House, located at 3500 Harmony Lane, was built as a labor of love using the talents of our own members. It is a place where every Monday evening, great songs like this one can be heard. Please welcome another of our chapter quartets, Ragtime.
Gonna take me
As we look back on 60 years of barbershop harmony and friendship, we can count many personal blessings. With that thought, we would like to share with you this Irish blessing.
May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. May the rain fall soft upon your fields, and until we meet again, may He hold you in His hand. May God hold you in the palm of His, hold you in the palm of His hand.
The variety of musical styles we have sung over the years has included ballads and fun songs, show tunes, pop and big band, rock and roll, patriotic tunes, religious hymns, and spirituals. To close out this portion of our 60th anniversary show, we offer this lively spiritual medley.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. I got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. I got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. Way beyond the blue. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine on me and shine on you. Gonna tell what the power of love can do. Gonna let my little light shine.
A look at the history of American music quickly shows how the personality of each new generation of Americans influences its popular songs. From the peace and the good times of the gay 90s, through the Great Wars and the Great Depression of the 20th century, to the unbridled enthusiasm of the rock and roll era, our music has always reflected the mood of the times and has often changed dramatically from generation to generation. From operas to polkas, from crooners to swing, from pop to country with gospel woven throughout. The styles of American music have always been rich and diverse. This is what the Barbershop Harmony Society was formed to preserve. For if we don't understand where we have been, we cannot understand where we are going. So join us now as we continue to celebrate our society's 75th birthday and our chapter's 60th anniversary by presenting a series of vocal groups which are a living example of our generation's theme. Each group is made up of family members, fathers and mothers, daughters and sons. Each will identify its members for you. We begin with Sheer Dimension.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sheer Dimension, and I'd like to introduce the group to you. This is Lorraine. This is Sharon. I'm Mary. Oh, where's Laurel? We are a quartet. It's supposed to be four. Laurel? Okay. We're about to sing a song to you that's been one of our favorites. Come on, Laurel. Come on. We've been putting up with this for 33 years.
I love them big. A good man is hard to find. You always get the other kind. Just when you think that he's your pal, you turn around and find out it's some other guy. And then you crave to see him lay in his grave. So with your man, it's nice, take my advice. Hug him in the morning, kiss him every night. Give him when you love him, treat him right. 'Cause a good man nowadays is hard to find. A good man is hard to find. You always get just when you think that he's your pal. You turn around and find full house some other gal, and then you even pray to see him lay in his grave. So with your man, it's nice, take my advice. Hug him in the morning, ooh, I kiss him every night. Give him what he loves and treat him right. 'Cause a good man nowadays is hard to find, hard to find. A good man nowadays is hard to find, hard to find.
Girl. The next quartet that's coming out here is one of my favorites. It's composed of two sets of sisters. One set is our sweet Adeline director, Kathleen, and her sister Joanne. And the other one just happens to be my two daughters, Andrea and Molly.
It's more and more faith in you.
quartet is one of Stevens Point's very oldest, and I mean longest running quartets, fondly referred to and affectionately referred to as my dad's quartet. Yesterday's news.
Darn kids. You remember the good old days when you used to go out to the swimming hole and have a fun time in the afternoon? Come on along. Come now, if you're tired and weary, I'll take you where you can leave troubles behind. You forget care as soon as you get there to the place I have in mind. Come along with me down to the old swimming hole, Come on and be a kid again. And don't forget to bring along your fishing pole. Underneath the tree, from care we're gonna be free. We'll be free. It's great to lie on the bank, look at the sky, and let the rest of the world roll by. And if it gets too warm, we'll dive right into the pool. It feels so nice and so cool. You forget about home. Sweet home. Bathing suits are out of style. Just a coat of tan and a great big smile when you're down at the old swimming. First you take your clothes off, feeling pretty bold. A kid's between his toe and hollers, gee, the water's cold. Stand around and shiver, someone hollers with a grin. The last one is a sissy, then you all dive in. See an old bullfrog catch him by the toe. When he starts to holler, then you gotta let him go. Splashing in the water till the sun begins to set. You're hungry and you wonder if your supper's ready yet. When you come to dress, that's when you come to breathe. Your clothes are full of knots, and so you gotta chew beef. You can't get 'em on, and you think you'll take a chance, so you tie your shirt around you where you ought to wear your pants. First you get a tanning on your face. Oh, you get a tanning in a different place when you're down at the old swimming hole. Wearing the wrong outfit is that he is also part of the next quartet. We are one of the chapter's longest running quartets, as Annie said. In fact, as far as I know, there's only 2 quartets that were singing when we started that are still going today in the society. One is Happiness and Pork from Minnesota. The other one is Ragtime, and they've been heroes of ours since we started. This next quartet is the chapter's newest quartet, one for the road.
Good evening. The Northern Gateway Chorus opened this evening's show, and they talked about how they were ready to be married. Weddings. It's not just about the chicken dance. But seriously, folks, weddings for families are that glue that keeps them going from generation to generation, and we wanted to, as One for the Road, provide our contribution this evening by singing a very popular song by Peter, Paul, and Mary entitled There Is Love, otherwise known as the Wedding Song.
He is now to be among you at the calling of your hearts. Rest assured this troubadour is acting on his part. The union of your spirits here has caused you to remain, for whenever two or more of you are gathered in his name, there is love. There is love. There is love. There is love. Well, a man shall leave his mother, and a woman leave her home. They shall travel on to where the two shall be as one, as it was in the beginning, is now until the end. A woman draws her life from man and gives it back again. And there's love. There is love. There is love. There is love. Well, then what's to be the reason for becoming man and wife? Is it love that brings you here, or love that brings you life? For if loving is the answer, then who's the giving for? You believe in something that you've never seen before. There's love. There is love. Oh, the marriage of your spirits here has caused him to remain. For whenever two or more of you are gathered in his name, there is love. There is love. There is love.
You know, there are some songs in our history that travel from generation to generation. They have a life of their own that transcends time. They may change during the course of the time. There would be different arrangers, different interpretations, different performers. They may have a different intro or a different tag. And some of them are just too much fun to sing only once. We would like to sing now a song that was sung earlier, but in this context, we are singing it not as a musical performance, but it represents our wish for you, the audience. For without you, we wouldn't be here.
May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine
crosses the generations. The people that we've had out here so far have represented the earlier generations. The sociologists have the population of the last century divided into 5 generations. You have the traditionalists that take us up to World War II, the post-baby boomers, then you have Generation X, Y, and Z. We have gone to Generation X. Well, now, to finish up our portion of the program, why? Hey! Okay, we got one wire. Got to be one in every crowd, right? Anyway, what we'd like to do now is use one of the iconic favorites of the Barbershop Society and pass this music of ours on to the last generation, Generation Z, with the help of a few of our friends and some of the relatives of the people that we're singing. The quartets are only the tip of the iceberg, of course, if you know that anytime you're involved in a quartet. There's a lot of people behind us and in front of us and supporting us. We'd like to use some of these people now and present our last song for you.
Mine be
Our featured quartet this evening, Crossroads, is a world champion a cappella quartet rooted in, but certainly not limited to, the barbershop genre. Crowned the 2009 Barbershop Harmony Society International Championship Quartet, translate that, best in the world, just 2 years after forming. Crossroads has become one of the most sought-after foursomes in the world, having already performed in Germany, France, Finland, the United Kingdom, Spain, and all over the United States. Hang on to your seats and please welcome Crossroads.
Well, they say I've got to make the best of every day, so my lifeline seemed to lie, and now I found my way. I don't believe in fretting and grieving, why mess around with strife? I never was cut out to step and strut out, give me the simple life. Some find a pleasant dining on pheasant, those things roll off my knife. Just serve me tomatoes and mashed potatoes, give me the simple life. I know a cottage small is all I'm after, not one that's spacious and wide, a home that's full of joy and laughter, with the ones you love inside. Some like the high road, I like the low road, free from the grief and strife. Oh, it all sounds corny and seedy, but yes indeedy, give me the simple life. Keeping it simple like that. Come on and give me, please, oh give me that simple life. A cottage small is all I'm after, not one big and wide. I need some joy and laughter, and the ones I love inside. Now some like the high road, I like the low road, free from the grief and strife. Sounds corny and seedy, singing but yet indeedy. So come on and give me the simple life. I'll make the best of every day for all my life, not for all my
Fantastic. When we walked in, the chorus was all saying, it's a good crowd, you're going to love the crowd. So, you know, the verdict's still out, but that was a good start, so thank you for that. Thank you very much. Great for us to be here in great to be here at the Point. At the Point. Now, I was here before. The last time I was here at the Point was the very first time I ever tried cheese curds. Yes. I fell in love with the cheese curds in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. I started eating them and have not stopped. For 8 years, I've been eating cheese curds. I haven't gone to the bathroom once in 8 years. So, too much information, I suppose? Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. But anyway, we're at Crossroads. Oh, what's the matter? Oh, there it is. Y'all want to try some? Here, you want to show you the spread this? All right. Now we're talking.
I really love cash.
I love Jaguar. Any other gifts?
We'll be right with you.
It's gonna get open before the show's over, though. Yeah, okay. All right, we'll just put the curds down here. Put the curds away. Okay. Anyway, well, thanks. That was very nice. We liked it. That was stereo curds right there. That was great. So appreciate that. And we are Crossroads. We're very famous, so, you know, hope you appreciate that. We're actually not famous as a quartet that sings. That we're not so famous at, but you have seen us many times on billboards and especially like magazine ads and things like that, because we're also known as the 4 stages of male pattern baldness. I think y'all enjoyed that one a little too much, actually. Anyway, we do have feelings after all. But anyway, so it's great to be here. You know, we sing barbershop music, great American form music, as the MC was saying earlier, and we thought that it's very appropriate. We're here in the heartland, Stevens Point, Wisconsin, you know, home of cheese curds and Point beer. So we thought maybe it'd be fun to sing sort of an American folk song for you folks, and the trouble is there's so many good ones, and we really couldn't decide. So instead, we're now going to sing a medley of, easy for me to say, a medley of every American folk song ever written. So enjoy this, make yourself comfortable. If you'd like a curd, you can just come on up and get one. It doesn't matter. Might lose an arm, but yeah.
Bum 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 bida bum 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 bida. Once upon a time in Arkansas, an old man sat at his little cabin door and fiddled at the tunes that he liked to hear. Jolly little ditties that he only knew by ear. It was raining cats and dogs, but the fiddler didn't care. And the sort of wicked handedly at each and every air. And the tune was singing bad, it sounded like a waterfall. It didn't really seem to bother the old fiddler man at all. Did you ever go to don't mind. Don't go, hop up my ladies 3 in a row, hop up my ladies 3 in a row, hop up my ladies 3 in a row, don't mind. Don't go, grasshopper sitting on a railroad track, saying Polly Wolly Doodle all day, picking his teeth for the carpet taxing, Polly Wolly Doodle all day. Pretty well, pretty well, pretty well, pretty well, pretty well, my fairy face. Pretty well, go to Louisiana for to see my Susanna singing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Oh, I got a gal and you got none, little Liza Jane. Liza, I got a gal that calls me hun, little Liza Jane. Little Liza, little Liza Jane. Liza, little Liza, little Liza Jane. A traveler was riding by that day and stopped to hear him a-practicing away. The cabin was afloat and his feet were wet, but the little fiddler didn't really seem to fret. So the stranger told the fiddler man, it really suited to me, did you better mend your river before you watch the sea? But then the fiddler man replied as he was fiddling away, you know I couldn't mend it now because it's such a rainy day. Everybody sing along. Holding Tucker's fine old man, washed his face with a frying pan, combed his hair with a wagging wheel, and died with toothache in his heel. Just to watch the perches and the catfish play with the pennies in the pockets and their pockets and their pants. Would you like to see the ladies do the hoochie coochie dance? Turkey in the straw, haw, haw, haw. Turkey in the hay, 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 hay. Roll him up and twist him up and high and took a haw, and he hit him up and call it turkey in the straw. Take I was the land of town, lying on the morning, style feather ways, Captain Twain, macaroni, Yankee Doodle, keep it up, glory, hallelujah. Music stand and step and smart shoes be handy. I danced with the gal with a hole in her stocking and her heel, kept a rocking and her toe, kept a knocking and a dance with the gal with a hole in her stocking, and we danced by the light of the moon. Buffalo gals, would you come out tonight? Come out tonight, come out tonight. Buffalo gals, would you come out tonight? The traveler replied, that's all right. This I think is a thing for you to do. Get busy on a day that's fair and bright, and go and patch your roof and it's really good and tight. But the fiddler man was busy, he was practicing a reel. He was tapping out a rhythm with a heavy leather heel. Get along, he said, because you really are a pain. You know my cabin never leaks except the day it doesn't rain. Thanks for listening, that's all.
Are you hoping that's our last song or something? That was fantastic. Well, I thought maybe one of the things that you're supposed to do when you're a singing group or when you get out on stage or whatever, they tell you this in the singing group, school that you go to before you become a singing group, that it's very important to step out on stage early on and establish what they call the audience rapport. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. How y'all doing? Okay, good. So we got that out of the way, and that's good. Now, another way that you do establish the audience rapport is that you introduce the audience to the quartet as if they care, as if it makes us feel like we know each other. And then, so I thought I'd introduce you guys to the quartet, and if you want to, you could introduce yourselves to us too. I don't know how much time we got. So I'll just do the one way, and then maybe later you can. But anyway, I'm going to start, now I don't know if you know this, but all four of us began in other quartets. We all won the gold medal in a different quartet before we came together to sing in this quartet. And not only that, but we also started living, when we started, we were living in 4 different states. So I'll go ahead and spiel all this off for you so that you know, like, the quartet and the state, and the name, too. So I'm going to start over on my left. This is our baritone singer. He won the international contest back in 2002 with a wonderful quartet, young guys called the Four Voices, one of my all-time favorites. But anyway, he's from Cleveland, Tennessee. Come on now, really? Are you just joking? No, you don't really know Cleveland, Tennessee, do you? Yep, okay, I guess you do. Yep. That's Cleveland, Tennessee. That was the valedictorian address. It was like, bring up the valedictorian. Yep. Anyway, great to have people here from Cleveland, Tennessee. I'll talk slower. So sorry, I've turned into Don Rickles now. What in the world is going on here? I don't know. So what about this audience rapport thing I was talking about? Anyway, his name is Brandon Guyton. This is Brandon Guyton. My name is Jim Henry, and I sing bass in this quartet, and I sang bass with the Gas House Gang, who went back in 1993. St. Louis, Missouri, and I stand next to our lead, Mike Slamka. He sang with his dad and his brother and his cousin in a quartet called Power Play. Some Power Play fans. They sang here in Stevens Point, and they won back in 2003. And finally, did I say who you were?
Yeah.
Okay, he's Mike Slamka. He's Mike. We just call him Mike. And over there on the right is our tenor. This is Fred Farrell. You met him earlier with the ladies. He was you did a great job, Fred. And we got it all on film. So watch Facebook and YouTube, everybody. Fred won with an international quartet champion, a great one called Second Edition, back in 1989. Yeah, good taste. Who was not alive in 1989? Let's see your hands out there. Yeah, there's a few of you. Anyway, he's from Fort Myers, Florida. So that's Fred Farrell, our tenor. And before we sing this next song, I just want to do one more thing. People always ask us in the lobby, a certain question that I'll go ahead and answer for you now, and that way you don't have to worry about it later. People always say, you come from 4 different states. How in the world did you ever find each other, to start to sing together? And actually, the answer is very simple. eharmony.com.
But the crowd pressed in to see the man
from a beating. There were stripes upon his back, and he wore a crown of thorns upon his head, and he bore with every step the scorn of those who cried out for his death. Down the Via Dolorosa, called the way of suffering, like a lamb came the Messiah, Christ the King. Oh, but he chose to walk that road out of his love for you and me. Down the Via Dolorosa, all the way to Calvary, Por la Via Dolorosa, triste dian Jerusalem, los soldados le abrían paso a Jesús, mas la gente se acercaba para ver aquella baba que por la Via Dolorosa, que es la vía del dolor, como oveja vino Cristo Rey Señor. Oh, y fue él quien quiso ir por su amor, por ti, por la Via Dolorosa, all Calvario y a morir. Blood that would cleanse the souls of all men found its way to the heart of Jerusalem. Down the Via Dolorosa, called the way of suffering, like a lamb came the Messiah, Christ the King. But he chose to walk that road out of his love for you and me. Down the Via Dolorosa, all the way to Well, it's a great, great morning, your first day in heaven, when you stroll down the golden avenue. There are mansions left and right, and you're thrilled to every side, and the saints are always smiling, saying, how. It's a great, great morning, your first day in heaven, when you realize your worrying days are through. You'll be glad when that idol took time to read your Bible. It's a great, great morning for you. I had a dream and I confess I hated to awaken. I dreamt I was an angel at the great pearly gate. St. Peter said, why hello there, where have you been? We've got your your mansion ready, so come right in. And then he rang for an angel to act as a guide. And then he spread his wings a time or two and learned how to fly. That late morning, that first day in heaven, strolling down that golden avenue. Well, mansions left and right, you thrill to every side, and the saints are always smiling, gonna keep you smiling on that great, great morning when you get to heaven and you're telling all your worries goodbye, goodbye. Say, oh, open the gate, well, I can hardly wait for that great last morning. Gonna go and fly, I'm ready for that sweet by and by. The land up above in the sky. By and by.
Thank y'all very much. We are so thrilled to be here. It just really is an honor for us. And just thank you for your wonderful applause and your kind reception. I mean, you guys really just are a great audience. And I'll tell you what, man, this is hard work up here. It's harder than it looks. And we make it look real hard. But in all fairness, I mean, you're looking at, like, what, a half a ton of harmony up here? And that's just on one side of the quartet. I didn't say which side. But I tell you what, we've been singing together now for about 7 years. I think we're in our 7th year, and we just look back and talk in the dressing room. Where did the time go? It just absolutely has flown by. And I think part of the secret for us is just, you know, it's really all about the family for us. We have 14 beautiful, I mean, just beautiful children, and one ugly one. And we really love to, from the beginning, you know, we love just to travel and to go places and do things together as a group. Like, we just take the whole gang and we rent cabins like in the Smoky Mountains, and we take out the whole gang. I mean, so we bring the wives and the kids and our girlfriends, and we just go away, you know, just to have a good. I'm sorry. It just came out. I apologize. We don't bring our wives or our kids. I mean, come on, people. Look at us. Like, we can get girlfriends. It's a miracle we can get four women to marry us. But in order, we had to order them. Yeah, like dominoes. You down 6 for that one. But it's just a pleasure for us to be here. And, you know, from the very beginning, we said we want to find songs that were kind of special, you know, songs that we had a connection. There's a lot of great music out there, but we wanted to pick songs that almost we had like a somewhat of a spiritual connection with. And when we heard this next song, man, it's just sirens went off. This is the one. So we're going to feature our lead, Michael, on a solo now. And it's quickly become one of our favorite songs. So we hope you guys enjoy Linda Ronstadt's Blue Bayou. It's actually the second best solo you'll hear tonight.
I went out on a winter's day. The sky was dark, the clouds were gray. A gust of wind caught my toupee, and it blew by you. I bought that rug to try and find the head of
we all laugh individually, we'll never get out of here. We gotta try to stick together, everybody. Stick together. We're all in this together.
I'm going right back out there to find my hair that blew by Well, you rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. You rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. You rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Oh Lord, you rock my soul. Why don't you rock my soul? You rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. You rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. You rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Oh Lord, you rock my soul. Why don't you rock my soul? The rich man live. Why don't you praise King Jesus? Why don't you praise the Lord? When he died, why don't you praise King Jesus? Why don't you praise the Lord? He said, Simba, my son Simba, much to Simba, don't you never live against with you. You were done out and rich man lived and he lived so well and when he died, got him home in hell. I said, Lord, you rock my soul. Why don't you rock my soul? Oh, you rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. You rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. You rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Lord, you rock my soul. Why don't you rock my soul? Lord, I rock my soul until my sins goodbye. And rock my soul up to that land on high. Send peace to my heart and make my life whole. Lord, and I know how you rock my soul. Lazarus sleep. The poor man lived such a humble life. He gave praise to the Lord. That's why when he died, he went to a home on high. Children, why don't you praise the Lord? He said, Simba, my son Simba, much to Simba, don't you never catch you leave. Your work done now, the old man Lazarus slept. Old man's like children. When he died, got him home on high. Said, Lord, you rock my soul. Why don't you rock my soul? So rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. So rock my soul, rock my soul. My Lord, rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Lord, rock my soul. Lord, rock my soul in the sky, to make my home on high. Lord, you rock my soul till the day that I die. Lord, rock my soul, rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. You rock my soul, come on and rock to that home on high. Why don't you rock my soul, rock to that land in the sky.
Okay, they were right. You passed the test. You are a great crowd, a really great crowd. I'm going to drink water now. I didn't used to have to do this, but you know, I was younger and thinner before. We're all on diets now. We're all trying to lose weight. Thanks for the cheese curd. Yeah, they nibbled a few. But anyway, we are trying to lose weight, actually, we are, so don't get too worried about us, because we're working on it. We've tried everything short of, diet and exercise to... Fred's actually on 2 diets, right, Fred? Which is really good for you, because one just wasn't enough food, And so I'm saying, a couple of them. Anyway, we're going to sing one more song for you. We do want to thank you, and we want to thank the Stevens Point chapter for bringing us here. I know that Mike Quartet and Mike's Quartet from the past Gas House Game Power Play did this show, and we were telling these guys it's a great crowd, it's a great chorus, and we've really been looking forward to this. So thank you for not making liars of us. We appreciate that. And we are going to sing one more song. Before we do, I do want to let you know we have some CDs for sale right where those people are, right there. Where you got CDs, you just go out in the lobby. We've got some CDs if you like to buy a few dozen of those. We'll be out there just hawking those suckers away. So I'm a little uncomfortable talking about CDs because it makes it sound like that's why we're here, and it's not. We really, the blessing for us is to be able to sing together, to make music, to travel all over the world, which we've had a blessing to be able to do, and also just to meet people. This is the greatest part of it all, is we get to travel places and just meet people. So when the show's over, please do come back to the table, but don't feel like you have to buy anything. Just come back and say hello, shake our hands. We'd like to meet you and make a new friend, and that'll only cost you $15. So. Anyway, I do want to clear one thing up. Brandon said that we have 15 children, and he was not lying about that. We actually do have 15 kids. But what Brandon did not tell you is that 12 of those 15 kids are girls. So that's an interesting reaction right there. But I know where you're going with that. You're thinking, oh my gosh, the weddings those poor boys have to pay. So again, the CDs are for sale in the... Well, we got a special song we're going to sing as our last song. When we were competing at the International, if you're lucky, you get to compete with 6 songs. There's 3 rounds of 2 songs, and we're always trying to find, you want to find songs that kind of you can really relate to and sing from your heart and that sort of thing. So it is always very difficult to find good songs to sing, but Mike found a really great song on recording that was sung by one of our favorite quartets. I bet a lot of you know them too, called the Buffalo Bills. And yeah, good, Buffalo Bill fans out there. Not the football team, they were a quartet. And if you don't know who the Buffalo Bills are, if you watch the movie The Music Man, that quartet is the Buffalo Bills. Great singers, and just beautiful songs from that show. And we don't know any of them, but there really are some. And but the song that we heard them sing featured their tenor. Is a great song. And it was originally recorded by Frank Sinatra, I believe, Frankie Lane. Anybody named Frank was always drawn to this song. But we heard it and just said, this is the one we want to sing. We asked our good friend David Wright if he would arrange this for us, and he did. He did such a beautiful job that we really do credit this song a lot with why we were blessed to win that contest that year. So we always end our shows with it. And we hope that you enjoy it too. And we do want to thank you very seriously for you have truly been a great crowd. And we do look forward to meeting you. So I hope that you'll come back and say hello. And no jokes, just really do say hello. We'd love to meet you all. So thank you very, very much, and God bless.
I warned you. Since the tragedies of September 11th, 2001, Fort Hood, Newtown, Connecticut, and Boston, there's been an increased appreciation for the contributions and sacrifices of our military, our emergency workers, and law enforcement personnel, as well as a growing spirit of patriotism in our country. Please welcome back the Northern Gateway Chorus as we celebrate this renewed spirit. At this time, we invite any barbershoppers in the audience to join us on stage as we sing the theme song of our society, Keep the Whole World Singing. So barbershoppers, come on down now. While our friends are coming down to join us, there are two things that I'd like to share with you. First, for more of the fun, please join us for their afterglow at the Elks Club in downtown Stevens Point right after this show concludes. And finally, if this style of music appeals to you, we invite and encourage all male singers to join us in song at Harmony House at 7 o'clock every Monday night. All female singers are similarly encouraged to join the Sweet Adelines at the same location at 7 o'clock every Tuesday night. Full information can be found in your program book. We hope that you can join us here next year on October the 4th, 2014, for our 61st annual Harvest of Harmony. Thank you for coming this evening.
Keep the whole world singing all day long.
Please welcome back our featured groups, Regal Blend, Ragtime, Yesterday's News, Sheer Dimension, Dream Ride, One for the Road, and Crossroads.